the victim. There is no window, there is no way in, except through that door, which has rows of guards outside it. And yet here you are, about to be found shot. How did you get in? You keep asking that. I didn't get in, I was in. False wall. Flynn kicked the wall behind him with his heel. See how the panels fit together? The president nodded. I finished putting it up yesterday noon. In my Johnny Strong overalls and Black & Decker cap. The hotel staff was very helpful to me. They kept out of me way and let me do my work. Of course, people always cooperate with people doing work they might be asked to do themselves. You've been behind the wall, the false wall, all night? With thermoses of tea, a dozen sandwiches, and, of course, access to a perfectly fine men's room. There have been times I've had it worse. Flynn waved his gun impatiently. If you don't mind, Mr. President, it's been nice chatting with you and all that, but let's get on with it. Any last words for the library wall? You're not going to— I am. Would you mind opening your suit jacket a wee bit so I won't miss the heart? People are waiting for me to give a speech. Aren't they always, though? The Brotherhood of Christians and Jews— Open your jacket, please, Mr. President. You don't want to spoil my aim, do you? The president flapped open his suit jacket. Flynn shot the President of the United States in the heart. The president said, "Ouch! Stings a little." The president looked down at himself. "Thank God," he said, "the suit coat will cover it." "That's what I was thinking," said Flynn. "You about to make a speech and all." "What is it?" The president was still looking at the goo on his chest. "Ketchup and soy sauce. I've been ordered to provide evidence you've been assassinated," Flynn said, "without actually doing the deed, that is." "You were given a week to assassinate me." The president was breathing a little heavily. "And you did it within 3 days. The point is proven? You and that little guy, NN0, said you could break through security within any given week. 3 days, Mr. President. And knowing you were trying, security around me was tripled this week. What did the Secret Service do wrong? They failed to see something that wasn't there." Flynn placed his handgun on the sandwich wrappers behind the false wall. "I'm sure there are bathrooms without windows, but they're rare. Any bathroom without either a window or an air conditioning system I wouldn't want to use. Do you see either a window or an air conditioning system in this bathroom, Mr. President?" The president's eyes surveyed the room quickly. "No. Yet on the outside of this building, there is a window for this room. Therefore, in this room there had to be a false wall." Flynn smiled at the president. "Behind that false wall lurked an assassin, and in you sauntered, believing you were as alone as if you'd lost the New Hampshire primary." The president buttoned his coat. "You've proven your point." "Have we indeed?" Flynn answered easily. "The Secret Service agents, good lads that they are, Mr. President, are prone to obey your wishes because you are the President of the United States. The agent you just sent out of this room with a nod of your head should never have left." Without having washed his hands, Flynn dried them on a towel. "You have no right to endanger yourself, Mr. President. Every time you think everything's been thought of, think again." Flynn dropped the towel into a bucket. "Excuse me for not staying for lunch. I'm full of sandwiches and tea." Just as Flynn reached the men's room door, the president said his name. "Yes, Mr. President." "I have a message for you," the president said laconically. "Call your office." "Thank you, Mr. President." "The little guy called this morning, NN0. Asked me to give you the message. Said I'd be seeing you before he would." Thought he was kidding. "That particular little guy," said Flynn, "never kids." Flynn came through the men's room door, showing everyone in the corridor his most beguiling smile. The Secret Service agents, good lads that they are, gasped and reached for their guns. "Is there another men's room nearby?" Flynn asked innocently. "This one's occupied." 2.